Okay, I'm going to share with you what we're going to be doing for week 5 of remote learning. So week 5 is the week that we get back from spring break. It starts on Monday, April 13th, and then it goes through either Friday, April 17th, or Monday, April 20th, based on whether you are on an A day for science or a B day for science. If you're in my period 1, 3, or 7 class, you are on A days. So that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of this week. If you are in my period 4 class, you are on the B day schedule, which means you will be completing this class on Tuesday, Thursday, and next Monday. So your classroom looks a lot like this. And the first thing that you should see is this announcement. It explains what your assignments for the week are and the suggested pacing. So you have 2 assignments for this week. Right here, it tells you, scroll down to find them. You scroll down. Your first one is the Edpuzzle. We've done Edpuzzle before. We know about it. You're going to click the Edpuzzle and watch it the way you normally do. Make sure that you answer all of the questions. Again, this isn't anything new. So this is what is suggested for day 1. That's the first assignment. The second assignment is this biodiversity web quest. This should take you about 2 class periods to complete. So I broke it up into 2 different sections. You'll see web quest part 1 is page 1, 2, and that's it. And then web quest part 2, which you are doing on day 3, is pages 3 and 4. Anywhere that you see highlighted in yellow is where you should be filling in answers. So anywhere you see yellow is where you should be filling in answers. It's the same way you've been doing the web quest from the choice board. You're going to click on the website, go to it, and use the website to answer the question. Okay? Then it might take you to another link. So then it'll take you to this link. And then you'll use that link to answer these questions. Then you're going to go to the next link, answer the questions underneath. Go to the next link, answer the questions underneath. Go to the next link, answer the questions underneath. If you do this assignment through the Google Classroom, so if you do it and you click it on here, this assignment will say your name on it. And you'll be able to click turn in when you're done. There will be a turn in option up here. Make sure that you click that so I can see that it is complete. Another thing I want to point out is the early finisher work. So here are the early finisher activities. This was just posted as a material, not as an assignment. When you click on it, it'll take you directly to the slide with early finisher activities. On the left part over here, there's a lot of videos that have to do with biodiversity. So you can watch any of those. Over here, there's a link to a scavenger hunt that you might be interested in completing. So this will prompt you to make a copy before you can look at it. Please do so you'll have your own copy that you can type right into. And you can answer and look for any of the items on the scavenger hunt. There are a few other options: create an ecosystem, quiz your family about our vocab, create a rock layer dessert. And then down here, there are Legends of Learning biodiversity games, a tinker you can do, an option to create a Kahoot, or an option to create a newsletter. So same thing with the newsletter, it'll ask you to make a copy. Please click on that. And then you can edit these. So talk about the activities that we did in class, what you learned this week, talk about yourself. These are all editable. And then you can send it to me using the email over here. One more thing that I want to point out to you is back up at this announcement. So right here, you'll see the week 4 agenda. This is optional, but it is recommended. So click it. It should ask you to make a copy. And you're going to see the agenda right here. So for the first day, you should be completing the Bill Nye Biodiversity Ed Puzzle. When you have done that, you can check it off by moving the check mark to the box. Then you're going to do WebQuest Part 1. So it's the first 2 pages of the WebQuest. When you're done with that on day 2, put a check mark. So on and so forth. Now the early finisher work is optional. That would be if you've completed all of your work and you have 30 minutes or an hour still left to dedicate to science for the week, then I highly recommend going into that early finisher slide. It's linked over here as well as in the classroom. So again, it's linked directly on this slide. And here is all that early finisher work. So your main priorities for the week are the Bill Nye Biodiversity Ed Puzzle, WebQuest Part 1, and WebQuest Part 2. If you have any questions, please email me or message me on Google Hangouts. Please don't forget to click Turn In on your WebQuest when you're done, and have a great week.